Hello, what's up? It's your girl Twan The Mystik from housemystic.com. What's up, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, what's up? I am Twan The Mystik, okay? So today's reading, we are going to be talking all about Saturn in Pisces, how this Saturn in Pisces transit that will be happening for 2.5 years or so, how it will be magically transforming your life, okay? So these are the three piles. And then we have pile number 1 with the number 522. Can y'all see that? Okay, there we go. 522. Then we have pile number 2 with the number 1144. And then we have pile number 3 with the number 711. Okay? So pick the pile or the number that you feel the most drawn to, and then go to the timestamps in my description or in my comment section and click on your timestamp, and I will see you there. Hello. Those of you that chose pile number 1 with the number 522. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Oh, let's just put it right there. All about, yes, how this Saturn in Pisces will be magically transforming your life, okay? So first, we're going to talk about this number 522 and like what it means according to, what's the website called? Sacred Scribes Angel Numbers.blogspot.com, which is like literally the best angel number website out there. She changed my life. Shout out to you. You're probably not watching this, but it's literally my favorite website. But okay. So angel number 522 is a message that changes in your life. And we're talking about magically transforming your life. Okay. So yes, and anyway, angel number 522 is a message that changes in your life will bring about a more spiritual perspective and approach. And your angels ask that you stay balanced and focused during these transitions. Angel number 522 encourages you to see the bigger picture and make the necessary changes in order to complete that picture, and encourages you to bring things through to fruition on both the spiritual and material planes. Remain optimistic about current life changes as they are in direct alignment with your divine life purpose and soul mission. Know that all is going to divine plan. Angel number 522 is a message that strong faith and trust manifest positive positive energies and auspicious circumstances into your life. Trust that the angels have heard your prayers and positive affirmations and are responding and answering by presenting changes and opportunities to advance you along your path. Angel number 522 suggests that the life changes you are facing will bring about new opportunities that will turn out to be the answers to your prayers. Stay calm, balanced, and focused, and trust that your intuitive messages and promptings. Use these energies to change things to the way you want them to be. Stop wasting time and energy resisting change. Embrace change and trust that everything will work out just fine. That's crazy, because of something I put on my Instagram just yesterday. But by the time y'all watch this, it would have been a couple days that I posted it. Because basically we had the 222 portal February. Oh, seriously? Okay, so the timer literally just said 222. That's crazy. Okay, so the reason why I brought that up is because we had the 222 portal yesterday. Well, as I'm recording this, it was yesterday, but by the time y'all see this, it would have been like quite a few days, okay, since the 222 portal. Okay, so basically with that, it has a lot to do with standing strong in your truth, and also trust that if you're going through any changes currently, it's all for your highest good. And it could even be that you prayed for changes and then Spirit was like, oh, you want change? Oh, okay. And then kind of like turn stuff upside down. Okay, so I feel like for you during this Saturn in Pisces transit over the next 2.5 years, how it will be magically transforming your life, I really feel like there could, it's almost like, I'm wondering if some of you guys have Saturn in Pisces. The people that will be watching this, maybe you're like currently going through, well, when Saturn moves to Pisces, you'll be going through your Saturn return. And that could be why you're kind of feeling forced to make certain changes. Hold on, y'all. Let me close this door. Okay, because I could hear pot scraping downstairs. Hopefully y'all can't. Y'all could probably still hear that. Anywho, I really feel like there could be changes you're being forced to make. Or maybe not even forced to make, but some of you guys are going to feel a little forced. Like your hand is a little forced, like you have no choice but to make the changes, especially because it says stop resisting change. So I'm wondering if like there could be something that happens where you have no other choice to be like, than to be like, okay, like I have to make a change. Like for example, getting fired from a job. You know what I mean? And then you're forced to be like, okay, you know, I have to find another job, or I have to, you know, I have to do something in order to have stable income. You know what I mean? So I think it's like your hand is going to be like forced or something. And I really wonder if a lot of you guys will be going through your Saturn return during Saturn and Pisces. Yeah, because that's what I'm sensing. But let's see what the cards are talking about. So the first card we have here, wow, we have Magic Tree. There we go. Oh, we have Magic Tree. So this card is all about, it's all about creativity and realizing you're creative as hell, and that maybe you've been like hiding your creativity. Maybe you've been feeling like it's not as important. And when I say creativity, it doesn't have to just be your painting or your singing, even though this card does have a lot to do with like painting, singing, like the arts, but it could literally be like you just having great business ideas, or you know, or something like that. And I'm just wondering if there's certain things that end up happening in your life that kind of like maybe force you into entrepreneurship. And I hate to say force. I hate to say force because Pisces energy is not force. It's definitely not force at all. But it's like you have to go with the flow of the changes. That's what I'm feeling. And it's like I feel like there's something like happening within your career possibly that could end up making you flow into becoming an entrepreneur. Or maybe let's say you're already an entrepreneur, but maybe you're flowing into creating something new within your business. But I feel like Spirit is wanting you to switch things up. Like you can't do things how you've always done it. And I feel like many of you guys though are going to be changing careers. Like I would not be surprised if many of you guys change from like, I don't know, from something into doing like something more artsy, like music, painting, designing, or something like that. I would not be surprised if many of you guys that watch this pile end up moving more into like a creative type of field or something like that, or into entrepreneurship. And I also feel like with this Magic Tree, I also feel like another thing, like how this Saturn and Pisces is going to like magically transform your life. I really, oh, wow, Magic Tree. Okay. Anywho, so I feel like some of you guys are also going to be like not thrusted, but like kind of like you'll kind of find yourself in the spotlight. I wouldn't be surprised if many of you guys find yourself in the spotlight. Maybe you guys end up like going viral on social media, or you end up meeting a certain someone that has connections, and then they put you on or something, or you get a promotion at your job where you're in a higher position, which kind of is the spotlight a little bit, because you know everyone's gonna be looking up to you. But I really feel like you're gonna be pushed into like a leadership position. And I don't want to keep saying things like force and push and stuff like that, because Pisces energy is not like that at all. It's really not. But I really feel like something is gonna cause this to happen where you start thinking like, well, dang, I mean, I just have to do it. Like I have to do it, or something along those lines. Okay. So let's see what else we have here. The Tower. So yeah, we have the Tower here. We literally have the Tower, but it's reversed. So I feel like, yes, something like a sudden change. Like it's going to be very sudden, or something that just happens where you start feeling like, well, I just have no other choice but to flow into this direction. I have no other choice but to flow into this new direction, or try these new things. Okay? Or with it being reversed, it could, for some of you guys, it may not even be something that's like forced upon you, or something outside of you that happens. Maybe it's something within you that's like feeling like not satisfied. Maybe like not feeling satisfied with like your finances, or with something with your career. You're not feeling satisfied, and you feel like you want more. Like you need more, you want more, and you're like, nah, I have to make some type of change. So then it prompts you to make a change. Okay? And then we also have, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. We got the star. Like, I swear, I don't look at these cards. If you're new to this channel, I don't look at these cards. I don't look at these cards before I do these readings, because I love this element of surprise. So y'all can be surprised with me. But look, we have the star. And that's literally what I was talking about with this star here. Okay? And it's interesting that the star is popping up too, because the star comes after the Tower card in the traditional tarot deck. The star comes next. So yeah, I really feel like something is, either you're not feeling satisfied, or something happens outside of you that makes you feel like, okay, I have to make a change. I have to make a change. And then it turns out that the change ends up being like the right thing for you, the right direction that you were meant to take. Okay? So that is crazy. Look, okay, let's see what else. Yup, look, we got Page of Wands. Yeah, I definitely see many of you guys taking some type of new direction, and I would not be surprised if it has something to do with business and your, like, yeah, with business and your career, or something where you are like, yeah, I have to make some type of change. And even if you feel nervous, you're like, well, I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm just going to do it anyway. And then it works out for you. And then even the fact that she's so focused on the little leaves that's growing out of here, and she's not focused in the background. I definitely also think with this new direction, there could be some people that have opinions. There could be people that have opinions about this new direction that you're taking, and feeling like, oh, why are you doing that? That doesn't make sense. Or why would you do this? And why would you do that? And blah, 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 blah. Like, and I really feel like, especially because it's Saturn energy, I feel like you're going to have to like just stand in your own power. And it just goes back to what I was talking about with 222. And we even had 22 in the number. We have 522. So I definitely feel like some people might have opinions saying like, oh, you shouldn't do this, or you shouldn't do that, or why would you move in that direction? Or it could even just be you kind of getting in your head and being like, dang, should I do this? Y'all, I had to pause and take a little break, y'all. I kept coughing or whatever, so I had to make myself, well, I had made this the other day, some elderberry juice with, it's like a concoction for the immune system. Anyway, oh look, the alarm. Anywho, yes, y'all. So yeah, and I just seen 22 again. I definitely feel like standing in your power is a thing. And then even how I kept coughing, okay, I feel like speaking your truth is super important, and standing up for yourself and going after what you want. I think that's definitely gonna be a theme for you over this next 2 years, where it's like, I feel like you're gonna be proving a lot of people wrong. I don't know who needed to hear that, but some of y'all are going to be proving a lot of people wrong, as far as, because I definitely feel like with these two cards having the star here, I would not be surprised if many of you, by the time Saturn is out of Pisces, like, you are leveling up. Like, and I looked again and I saw 111. Okay? So yeah, I would not be surprised if by the time, like, you know, Saturn moves to Pisces, I mean, not Pisces, Aries, you know, through this transit, I definitely feel like you are going to be experiencing some type of level up and just proving a lot of people wrong. And I see you taking yourself a lot more seriously, but not in like a, I don't know, in like a somber way, but in like a, I said somber, but like, I don't know, it's like I see many of you taking your dreams and aspirations and really making them a thing. Like, really, like, that's why I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys go into entrepreneurship, or y'all end up aiming for some type of like really big position and ending up getting it. So yeah, okay. And we have Queen of Cups. So yeah, your intuition, I feel like, is going to be very much on point during Saturn and Pisces. So pay attention, especially like business ideas. If your dreams are giving you business ideas, or you're like just sitting there one day and then these ideas, these random ideas start just coming to your mind, start writing them down, because I feel like your intuition is definitely going to be giving you some business ideas or something like that. Yeah. And yeah, okay, so let me just, we also have Ascension. Okay, so I also feel like many of you guys, yeah, your intuition is going to be very on point. You need to pay attention to your intuition. I feel like you're going through a spiritual awakening, some type of awakening of your power or something like that, where you are just leveling up within, which in turn is making you level up in your life, like your everyday existence. And I definitely feel like many of you guys are going to be okay, you know what? Let's just move on, because I feel like I was going to start ranting there, but I don't want to make this reading too long. So, oh, look, we got It's All Good. It's all good. Yes, y'all are going through a spiritual awakening. Let me take a sip. Y'all are going through a spiritual awakening. I definitely feel like good things are about to come after a period of maybe stagnation, turmoil, you know, something like that. And then, so these two cards are basically the lessons that you are going to be learning during Saturn in Pisces. Because Saturn, you know, is all about lessons, wisdom, like sometimes gaining wisdom the hard way. But hopefully with me doing this reading for y'all, it doesn't have to, you know, it makes it not as hard, because you're prepared. You see what's coming. Okay, so we have love. Wow. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. And then we have peace. Aww. Wow. Peace and love. I love that. And then, wow, it says, I am a being of love. Wow. And I release all negative energy. So peace and love. That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. And look how these match the It's All Good card. Look. Wow. So yeah, good things are coming, and peace. Like, it's like, did y'all just go through a Saturn return? Because I was thinking this is the group that's probably about to go through a Saturn return. But I feel like some of y'all have recently went through a Saturn return. Like, your Saturn return was Saturn Aquarius. Maybe even Saturn in Capricorn. Because maybe when Saturn moved into Aquarius, you was still feeling it, because Aquarius is co-ruled by Saturn. So I definitely feel like something, yeah, some of y'all, I would not be surprised. Okay, so I feel like the lessons y'all are going to be learning is how to find peace. Sorry, there's a truck outside. But like, how to find peace, and also like not letting outside opinions and stuff like that, not letting it get to you. Like, especially if people are saying things where you're like, bro, what the hell? Or like not okay, sorry, I had to pause there for a second, but not even like doing things based off of what you think people want or expect from you. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like for example, um let's say in your culture things are a certain way and your family expects you to be a certain way, so you kind of start expecting yourself to be a certain way, but you're like, no. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do me. Okay. I definitely see you guys being like, I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna find peace in myself, but also finding peace in your surroundings. I feel like that's why I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I didn't say this earlier, but I would not be surprised if some of you guys are moving to a new place or something like that. Maybe you just moved, or you're moving to a new place, or um maybe even changing jobs or something like that, because I feel like your environment, like how your life is transforming over these next few years, you're gonna have a more peaceful environment, and it's because you found inner peace. So with you finding inner peace, it's like your outside environment starts to match that inner peace that you have. So if you've been having conflict in your outer life, you finding that inner peace starts creating um a peaceful life. You having that inner peace creates that peaceful life. Okay, so these are 2 affirmations that are meant to help you during Saturn in Pisces. Okay, so we have, oops, my fearless freedom lights up the world. I love that. See, that's what, like, I do feel like some of you guys are entrepreneurs. Oh, come on, is it gonna focus? Okay, yeah, some of you guys are like entrepreneurs or something, or like meant to be in a leadership position or something like that. Um, yeah. So my fearless freedom lights up the world. And then the next affirmation is the moment I, wow. Okay. The moment I embrace my peace, the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender, the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Wow. Take a screenshot. Okay, let me get the other one so you can take a screenshot. What? Okay, there we go. It's just not wanting to focus. There we go. All right. So pile number 1, that was your reading. If it resonated with you, let me get a tree. Let me get a tree in the comments, okay? Let me get a tree or a star. Maybe both, a tree and a star, okay? For magic tree here, okay? So yes, if you feel called to tip your girl, the tip jar is in the description and in the comment section. Also, make sure y'all check out housemystic.com. I do have a class coming up all about how to use your birth chart to become a magnet for success, okay? So yes, that link is in the description. Also, my ebook, I just dropped an ebook called Magick Rituals, and it's about how to do like candle magic, and like so you can get positive results every single time you know you do your thing, okay? So yeah, that's in the description. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, just go ahead and check out housemystic.com. Check out everything I have on there. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number 2 with the number 1144. All right, so let's get into your reading. Oh, all about how Saturn in Pisces, the transit over the next 2 years, well, 2.5 years, will be magically transforming your life. Okay, so I'm going to read from the website, the Sacred Scribes Angel Numbers website, and we're going to read 1144, okay? So angel number 1144 is a message from your angels that you are to look to new ways to go about getting your work done more efficiently. Listen to your intuition as your angels are ushering positive energies toward and around you and giving you information about your next steps. Angel number 1144 tells you to keep your thoughts positive and optimistic as you undertake an important new role or venture. Your positive energies, intentions, and actions will manifest your expected results. Trust your angels to deliver all that you will need in your endeavors. Angel number 1144 encourages you to keep striving ahead and don't take no for an answer. You are on the right path, so do not let anything deter you. Expect miraculous answers and solutions to appear as you need them. Wow. Wow. That's wow. Okay. Wow, I love that number. Okay? Because shoot. That's what I love to hear. Okay? So, I feel like for you, Saturn in Pisces, and wow, as I look down, I see 1 and 4. Okay. So, with Saturn in Pisces, I definitely feel this is kind of making me think of pile number 1. So if you felt drawn to pile number 1, definitely check it out. But I definitely feel like Saturn in Pisces for you is going to be a time when just a lot of miracles happen for you. A lot of like miraculous things just really happen for you where you are. It's just like falling into place. Things just suddenly fall into place for you, and you're just like, wow, wow. And then the fact that it was talking about getting your work done more efficiently, I feel like in Saturn, during Saturn and Pisces, I see you creating a schedule. I see you creating more of a schedule, more of like a flow to your day, even if it's not like, oh, at exactly this time I'm doing this, and exactly this time I'm doing this. Like maybe for some of you guys, but I just feel like you're maybe finding your rhythm, you know, because I feel like this might be a little controversial, but I feel like we all have our own rhythm. We all have our own rhythm. And I know I've seen a lot of, different videos where it's like, oh, if you're an entrepreneur, this is what you need to do. You need to wake up at this time, and you need to do this, and you need to do that, which, that works for some people. But I see you maybe being a little different or whatever, where you're just like, okay, I need to have more of a flow. Like maybe you're learning that you need to have more flexibility in your everyday schedule, because maybe you have kids, maybe you like there's just different things kind of going on where you're like, okay, I need to have more flexibility in my schedule. But I feel like it's like you have more of like a flow to your day or something where you're productive, but it's still flexible. I don't know if I'm making any sense right now. So I'm wondering if some of you guys are moving into entrepreneurship. Maybe some of you guys are getting like a from home job or something, like where you work remotely, or some of you guys are freelancers or something like that. But I definitely feel like something with your day-to-day routine is changing, but I also feel like your day-to-day routine, like there will be more of a flow to it where you're like, you have like a, like a morning routine, a night routine, but there's like flexibility in your day. I don't know if I'm making sense, man. But yes, there's more of a flow to your day, but it's like you're starting to find like ways to be productive. Especially because that's what I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs are drawn to my channel. So I'm wondering if there's some of you guys that's like, maybe you're trying to balance work and a business, or maybe you just have a business, but you're like trying to find out ways to like work more efficiently and be like, okay, I know I want to have this amount of content, but I want to do this, but I want to do that. You know what I mean? Like finding a way that works for you with that. But like I see you being more productive in your daily routine, but it's like there's more flexibility in your routine at the same time. I really don't know if I'm making any sense. Let's just pull a card. Okay, I'm just gonna apologize in advance for if you hear noise. There's just a lot of movement in the house right now. So, okay. So the first card we have here. Wow, Dreaming Landscape. This is a pretty card. I've never seen this card in the deck. Interesting. let me see. Oh, yeah, there you go. You know, I actually want to read what it says in the book. So, dreaming. Oh, no, that's dreaming heart. Dreaming landscape. It says, you have picked this card today to help you remember the importance of spending time in nature and connecting with nature's healing qualities. Allow the sunlight and breeze to caress your face. Observe the sense of timelessness that is felt when surrounded by nature. All in perfect order, all in perfect union. Spend time alone and allow your mind to be cleared of all thoughts and concerns. Sit in silence and listen to the breeze. Feel the trees sway, hear the birds sing, and feel the warmth of the sun. Perhaps you have lost your perspective on life, forgotten what is truly important. Remember, when you pass from this world, you take nothing but your soul. Allow yourself to be filled with the magic and healing of nature. This is a time of inspiration, healing, and wonder. Anything you put your heart and mind into at this time will succeed. Very interesting, especially because 1144 was all about keep a positive mindset as you take on an important new role or new venture or something like that. So I think that's very interesting that that's coming up. But also it's making me think of what I said as far as like your everyday life becoming more flexible. Is becoming more flexible where it's like you have more time to chill, maybe more time with your kids or something, but it's like you're still able to get work done. So that's why I'm like, are some of y'all going to be working from home, or some of y'all moving into entrepreneurship, or like more flexibility or something in your job or something? But I see you being able to have more time, like more free time or something. I'm feeling like many of you guys will be traveling. I think, let me put this up here. I think many of you guys will be traveling as well. Let me take a sip of water. But I think travel will be a thing for you, or just spending time in nature, maybe even getting into herbs, getting into like healing, getting deeper into a certain spiritual practice, you know, something like that I think will be happening for you during Saturn and Pisces. So we also have Queen of Pentacles. Okay, wow. This is crazy because this card is basically associated with like a parent, like a working parent that's able to keep their home in order but still, you know, get that bread. And it also makes me think, it always, in my opinion, always makes me think of someone that is an entrepreneur or works from home, because they have time to tend to their home and time to tend to their family. And I don't, not to say that, you know, if you don't work from home, that that's not the case for you, but it's like you're able to find that balance of tending to your family, tending to your home life, but also still able to make money. Okay? And it's like you don't have to choose anymore. Not choose, because of course I'm sure you're taking care of your responsibilities, but I feel like maybe there's been times where you've had to choose between work or spending time with your loved ones, and most of the times you probably picked work because you're like, I gotta pay these bills, I gotta do what I gotta do. But I feel like it's gonna be less of, oh, I gotta do what I gotta do, because there's a lot of free time. Or are you going to be working less hours at your job but making more, or something like that? I think is happening for you, either working from home, or like you're not working as many hours but you're still making a good amount of money, or working as an entrepreneur or a freelancer or something like that, where you are able to have flexibility in your everyday routine or within your career or whatever. Okay, let's just move on because I keep trying to explain that. Okay, so we also have Page of Pentacles. So yeah, I definitely think some of you guys are taking the entrepreneur route. I wonder if some of you guys are going to be going back to school. I feel like some of you guys are going to be going back to school, or maybe teaching. Some of you guys could be feeling called to teach, create your own courses, create like a book, or create something that is information that you have gained over years, and taking that and being able to like share it with people where they're able to develop the same skill or something. Okay, so you also have Four of Pentacles. Okay, and then Ace of Cups. Okay, so yeah, definitely some type of new project that you guys are going to be doing that's going to be very successful, like some type of new venture project or new job or something, maybe a business partnership or like a work partnership or something like that, that is going to be well received, or well, it's just going to do well. Okay, it's going to flow well. You guys are going to flow well together or something like that. Or it could be, yeah, just more, I just see more money flowing to you or something. Because look, we got Pentacle, Pentacle, Pentacle. I see more money flowing to you. I definitely see more money flowing to you. And then the Four of Pentacles makes me think that I feel like some of you guys are saving for something, or like you're going to be making so much money, or money is going to be easily flowing to you, where you're finally able to start saving for something important. Maybe some of you guys are wanting a new car, a new home, a new, I don't know, wardrobe. I don't know. You want to go on vacation because look, we got travel. We're talking about travel. So maybe you want to go on vacation. Maybe you want to, do something like that. But I feel like you're going to be, money is going to be flowing into you where you're finally able to save for those big purchases that you've been wanting to make, that you've been wanting to, that you've been wanting to make for a long time now. Okay. And then we have I cannot, because literally I said some of you guys are feeling called to teach, like making your own books or making, well, I don't think I said content, but making content or something where you're taking the knowledge that you've gained and giving it to people. And what do we have here? Teaching. Like, I can't make this shit up. And then also look, 1-4. Is it going to focus? There we go, 1-4. And this is the 1144 pile. I cannot, okay? I cannot with y'all, okay? And I wonder if there's going to be things happening like that with you guys. Oh, yeah, because it did say something about, like, miraculous solutions or something. I think, let me actually look at that. Because I think it says something about miraculous solutions, and that's funny. My phone is on 14%. I need to charge it. But let's see. Oh, dang. I think I left the page or something. It's fine, but I remember it saying something like that. Like, miraculous solutions coming your way or something along those lines. Let's see. Is this it right here? Yes, here we go. It says, yep, you are on the right path, so do not let anything deter you. Expect miraculous answers and solutions to appear as you need them. Okay, so I think it's gonna be very much like things falling into place, very much like where you're just like, I don't know how I'm gonna make this work. I don't know how, like I know I need a new car, but I don't know how I'm gonna even make that happen. And then like quickly a miraculous solution comes your way. And then, or like, I don't know, maybe you're like, oh, I want to move into entrepreneurship, but I don't even know how I'm going to pay my bills. And then miraculously things start going up for your business, stuff like that, I think is what's going to be happening for you during Saturn and Pisces. Okay. But yeah, definitely teaching. I would not be surprised if some of you guys are like, making content or making something that is teaching others. So yeah, if you've been thinking about getting into it, but I also feel like Saturn and Pisces, for many of you guys, I think you're gonna be learning lessons, which we will get to the lessons you will be learning during Saturn and Pisces. But I think you're gonna be learning a lot of it's just gonna be a lot of maturing. I don't know, some of you guys are going through your Saturn return, or, you just went through it or something with Saturn and Aquarius. But I see a lot of maturing. There's a lot of maturing happening here, where in the past couple years or during these next couple years, it's like these situations come along and you're just like, okay, now I know what not to do. Okay, I know what not to do. Okay, and I also feel like many of you guys are going to be finding clarity in your, like, when it comes to your purpose, because it just makes me think of what I just said, because I think some of you guys have gone through maybe different jobs, different careers, you've tried different things, you've moved in different directions, and you saw what did not work for you regarding your career, and now you're just like, you know what, I know what I want to do. And maybe that's why some of you guys are going back to school or like looking into certain things, because you're clear on what you want to do now. And well, while Saturn is moving in Pisces, you're clear on what you want to do, and you're like, this is what I'm going to do now. I've learned from my past, and now I'm going to do better now and in my future. Okay, so we also have unlimited possibilities. That is crazy that unlimited possibilities would come out, because I definitely feel like it just goes along with what I said with those miraculous things that will be happening for you, where it's just like, where you, I don't know, it's just showing you like you're going to be realizing like anything is possible. Like, I would not be surprised if like you start speaking things into existence in such a like miraculous way, where you're just like, okay, I don't know how this is going to work out, but I'm setting the intention for it to work out, and then it works out, you know? And that's just what's going to be happening for you guys. Like, yeah. And then, so the next two cards are basically, like I said, the lessons you're going to be learning during Saturn in Pisces. Courage. Wow. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So yeah, that's why I really feel like, yeah, some of you guys are going to be like, I don't know how I'm going to make this happen, but somehow it's going to happen, and you release all the fear of like, oh, how is this going to happen? And then once you release that fear, it's just like, it just happens. Yeah. And then we also have acceptance. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Yeah, so that's making me think of what I said as far as like your past. Like you've learned from your past. You learned what not to do. You learned what doesn't work for you. And now you're moving in a direction with much more clarity as far as like what you're going to do next. Oh yeah, wait, didn't it say something like that? Oh, snap, it did. Hold on. With 1144, it says, yep, listen to your intuition as your angels are ushering positive energies towards and around you and giving you information about your next steps. Yep. Yeah, so you know what not to do now. And now you're like, okay, I know what to do, and I'm going to move in that direction. Okay? And then these last two cards are basically meant to be like affirmations that you can use during Saturn in Pisces. Okay? So we have so when I lean toward love, I am led. Yeah. Some of you guys are really moving into entrepreneurship. I would not be surprised. And this is making me think of pile number 1. So yes, take a screenshot. And then we have I cannot right now. Bruh, I don't... Look, it says, hope is a conduit for miracles. Bruh, literally, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to just be like, I don't know how I'm going to make this happen, but somehow it's going to happen. And then you start looking, or your intuition, I feel like it will give you clues, will help you figure out what to do to get to that miracle. Or sometimes just miraculous things just fall out of the sky as well, without you having to do the most as well. So, yeah, y'all. This was beautiful, pile, too. I just love this for you because I feel like y'all been going through a lot. I feel like y'all been going through a lot. If y'all was drawn to pile number 1, definitely check it out. But I feel like y'all been going through a lot. Okay? And even this rainbow coming out just kind of just makes me think like, you know, it's giving you hope. Yes, hope for miracles. That hope. Like, so if you've been going through something, I hope this reading could bring you some hope to get optimistic and get excited because great things are about to happen for you, okay? So if this reading resonated with you, let me get a rainbow in the comments or like a cloud or something in the comments, okay? All right. And make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new. If you feel called to tip your girl, the virtual tip jar is in the description and in my comment section. Also, make sure y'all check out my ebook, Magick Rituals, which is all about candle magic, how to do it so you can get positive results every time. Also, sign up for my ASTRO magic class. I'm teaching you how to use your birth chart to be a magnet for success, okay? And then also, what else? Yes, just check out everything else I have on there. I have art. It's all things art, fashion, and magic, okay? So yes, check out my prints, check out all my magical witchy potions, all that stuff, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello. Those of you that chose pile number 3 with the number 711. So let's get into your reading all about, you know, what or how your life will magically be transforming during Saturn and Pisces, okay? So, we got, oh wait, let's go ahead and read what 711 means, the angel number 711. Okay. So angel number 711 is a powerful spiritual message from the angelic and spiritual realms. Pay attention to your thoughts and ideas as they are revealing the answers to your prayers and are giving you intuitive guidance in regards to the next steps on your divine life path. This is making me think of pile number 2. Okay. But anyway, angel number 711 can suggest that new information or news of a positive nature is on its way. So listen to your intuition and heed its guidance. There may be some new opportunities for you to put your natural psychic and spiritual abilities to good use in service of those who need it. Your talents are unique to you, and it is your responsibility to use them for the highest good of all. Believe in yourself, your intuitive messages, and your inner promptings, and trust that your angels support you in your spiritual pursuits and endeavors. Angel number 711 brings a message that you are doing a great job and are on the right life path. You are encouraged to continue along as you are. Angel number 711 is a sign that you have chosen your thoughts well and have made wise choices and decisions. You are reminded also that the emotion of gratitude will speed the process of your manifestations. So remember to acknowledge and be grateful for all of the blessings entering your life. Angel number 711 encourages you to maintain a positive attitude towards your life's happenings and keep up your prayers, visualizations, and positive affirmations. Very interesting. That was a mouthful. Okay. So wait, let me just go through that again. Okay. So good news. I think Saturn and Pisces, you will be receiving a lot of good news. Maybe in regards to, you know, your career and finances, but I'm also hearing for some of you guys with this good news, it has something to do with like maybe a baby. If some of you guys have been wanting to have a baby, or like just good news with like a home, with a car, something like that. I don't know, but it could just be good news regarding your career. But I do feel like something that you've been trying to manifest for a long time is finally coming to fruition. And it's like, I feel like you've been experiencing a lot of setbacks or something, but it's almost like finally it's over, you know. And all these piles seem connected in some shape or form. But yes, anywho, let's see what else. Yeah, let's just look at the cards. So first card we have here is Earth Changes. Interesting. And this has a rainbow too, so I really think you should listen to pile pile number 2 because there was a rainbow card in there too. And I actually am going to go ahead and read what it says in the book for earth changes. Let's see. Okay. As we begin the new millennium, the energies which have affected and influenced our earth for the past 2,000 years are shifting. And wow. Okay. Let me just continue reading. Okay. As we begin the new millennium, the energies which have affected and influenced our earth for the past 2,000 years are shifting and new energies are emerging. The age of Pisces is over and the new Aquarian cycle has begun. Through Aquarius, we will start to change the way we think and feel. The way we each perceive life is already changing and will continue to do so. There is now a giant infusion of love streaming down upon the earth and swelling out from within its heart, just as love is streaming down upon you and swelling from within your own heart. This influx of love is changing your awareness of life and affecting humanity as a whole. You are asked not to fear any changes occurring in your life at present, for all is happening in accordance with the divine plan. Current events are simply paving the way for a brighter future. Love illuminates all darkness. Be positive and bright about your future. If at times you feel confused or fearful, remember that this is part of the transformation process. Surrender all that no longer serves you. Let all that remains buried in your heart surface in order that it may be healed. In doing so, you will make room for new and beautiful energies to emerge that will enable you to fully embrace a coming golden age of your life. Okay, so I feel like for you with Saturn in Pisces, I feel like you're finally forgiving the past, if that makes sense, which is kind of making me think of pile number 2. So yeah, I see you finally forgiving the past and just, letting it go, like with certain people that have hurt you, certain situations that have felt like, why me, stuff like that. I see you finally releasing those things. And then also, I don't know why I kept hearing, as I was reading, I kept hearing opposition. So with this Pisces energy, I'm wondering if some of you guys are Virgos. Maybe some of you guys are Virgos or something. Or maybe you're one of the mutable signs, because that will square the mutable signs. So so for Virgo, this would be opposing, because since Virgo is the opposite of Pisces. And then for Gemini, Sag, and for Gemini and Sag, it would be squaring you. And then for Pisces, it would be a conjunction. So yeah, I'm wondering if you're, maybe a Sag, a Virgo, or a Gemini or something. And I feel like maybe some of you guys are going to be feeling challenged by certain relationships. Maybe certain relationships that were once not challenging, Maybe for some of you guys, there's certain relationships that was once not challenging, but you start questioning them like, I don't know about this relationship. Or, but I feel like for some of you guys, and I'm not saying this to scare you, because for some of you guys with this stuff, challenging relationships or feeling challenged in relationships, for some of you guys, it's going to bring you guys together, and become stronger, whether it's a friendship or, a romantic relationship. But for some, you're going to be like, no, I am not going to continue this relationship or this friendship or whatever. Yes. And I just see you doing a lot of releasing, a lot of purging when it comes to beliefs, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to maybe even actual clothes, maybe, I don't know, but there's a lot of things that's being released from your life right now. Oh, did I already say career? So yeah, it could be career, relationships, actual physical things, maybe where you live at, something like that. But I see you releasing a lot, letting go of a lot. Okay, so yeah, this is how is this magically changing your life, but yeah, it's clearly you're going through changes too. So all this pile is going through changes. But Yeah, so let's get into the rest of the cards. Okay. So we have Nine of Pentacles. Yes, see, I do think some of you guys are possibly going through a breakup or something. Some of you guys are possibly going through a breakup or something. But I also, and I say that because this card is all about like an independent woman. I mean, you could be a man as well. It doesn't matter. But yeah, some of you guys could possibly be going through a breakup. Or for some of you guys, I see you finding more financial independence, like finding more financial independence. Maybe if you were living with a roommate, or you were living with your parents, or living with family or something like that, I see you being able to, get into your own spot. Okay. And then I'm wondering if some of you guys, if that's the case, maybe you're finally releasing certain beliefs that have made you feel like you couldn't do it on your own. Okay, and then we have Three of Pentacles, so some more Pentacles. Yeah, your financial situation is definitely changing. But the fact that we have Three of Pentacles here definitely makes me think there are some new relationships coming in to your life during this Saturn in Pisces. And that's why I'm wondering if some of you guys are Virgos, have Virgo placements or something. But I think there's going to be some new relationships entering your life, but also some that are leaving your life as well. And then also, if you look closely, well, I don't want to do it too closely because I don't want my videos to get flagged. But basically, there's a naked girl on here. And it just makes me think some of you guys are stripping like down to your most authentic self, if that makes sense, where you're just being bold. You're just being bold. You're saying what you need to say. You're not like letting shit slide no more. And that's why I definitely feel like some of you guys could be letting go of certain relationships as well, where you're just like, yeah, I don't know about this no more. So yeah, for some of you guys, you're not letting certain things slide no more. You're deciding to, maybe cut some people off, but also grow closer with certain people. Okay, I have to pause real quick because I was like choking. I'm just, the last two piles, it's literally, I've been having to pause to get some water or something. So I really feel like with Saturn and Pisces, you're gonna start really speaking up for yourself, or this is your sign to start. And that's literally what I was saying before I started coughing, and had to pause. But I see you speaking your truth, and I see you not letting shit slide no more. Like within certain relationships where you're just like, all right, like, no, no, I got to tell you how I feel, or I'm walking away, or this is not it. Or maybe it could be a job where they're not valuing you, they're not paying you, they're not, and you're just like, okay, I'm not letting this shit slide no more, but I see you, speaking up for yourself more and not being afraid to just be bold or something. Okay, so we also have Five of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, so some of you guys are walking away from a job. It literally could be a job or a career that you once were like in, or maybe a way of doing things, like, because let's say you have a business and maybe it's that you end up expanding and you're no longer offering certain services anymore. Or it could literally be you deciding to, start a whole new business. And, or like totally rebrand your business or something like that for some of you guys. But for some of you guys, I feel like you're walking away from a job or like a career or a certain relationship or, something like that. But the fact that this is under Five of Pentacles, I really feel, the fact that it's under or right here, let's just put it right here. And it's like Five of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles, definitely makes me think that you're going from, maybe experiencing financial hardship and then finally moving into financial like independence or something like that. Or maybe even And I'm also feeling like with 9 of Pentacles here, I'm also feeling like some of you guys feel unsupported. Maybe you feel unsupported by families or unsupported by certain friends. And maybe that's another reason why you're like, yeah, no. Like, y'all don't support me? Okay, bye. Like, I'm not dealing with this or whatever. And you being able to figure things out on your own or something like that. Yeah, like, I really feel like some of you guys are, either moving out from maybe like your parents' home or a family home, or just releasing certain relationships or something like that, or a certain job, and then you end up getting a job that they pay you better, or you start making more money or something like that. Okay, so the Chariot. So yeah, some of you guys are also getting a new car. I think I said that earlier. Yeah, some of you guys are getting a new car, or you're doing you're just like finally able to stand on your own 2 feet or something. And then I also feel like, because the Chariot showing up is definitely giving boundaries. It's definitely giving boundaries where, you, like I said, you're not letting shit slide no more, and you're just like, yeah, I'm not about to put up with this any longer. Or even with yourself, you're like, okay, I'm not about to allow myself to do this any longer, or I'm not gonna allow myself to put up with certain stuff any longer. And because maybe like you're a very like, laid back person, quiet person, and you just let stuff slide, like I said. And then you start saying to myself, like, yeah, I deserve more respect than this, or I deserve this, and you're not giving to me, or this job's not giving it to me, or this living situation is not it, or whatever it is. You're like, I'm just done. Okay. So yeah, I see you setting a lot of boundaries, and that's like a big change for you, because I think some people are going to be kind of shocked at the boundaries you set, or maybe even just how you come up when it comes to your financial situation, where it's like, yeah, maybe people didn't expect you to succeed. Maybe they counted you out or something like that. That could be for a specific few, okay? But I think you're going to shock people for some reason. And yeah, you're going to be very, very well off. Okay, so we also have truth. Yup, you're standing in your truth. You are standing in your truth. You're speaking your truth. You're telling your truth. And I really, really feel like you're speaking up, and you're not, like, I keep saying this, but I feel like you're not letting stuff slide no more, where you're just like kind of overlooking the fact that certain people treat you a certain way, or a certain situation has not changed, or a certain, like, the job don't value you, or certain people don't value you, or they act crazy, so something like that, where you're just like, nah. Okay. And then we also have ancient wisdom. Okay. So the fact that you got truth and ancient wisdom, I think that's very interesting, because with truth and ancient wisdom, it's making me think, like, I wonder if, like, many of you guys are going to be connecting with your ancestors during this Saturn and Pisces transit, like really connecting with your ancestors or something like that, or just really tapping in with spirit often or something like that, because I feel like it's like you're gonna feel so confident telling people, like, yeah, no, because it's like you're so strong in your belief system or something like that, or maybe not even belief system, but maybe you're like, you just know in your heart that something is right for you, or that you're right about something, or whatever, because you tapped in with your ancestors or something like that. And I don't know, I just see you standing very much in your truth. Standing very much in your truth, because of the connection that you have with spirit, where you're, like I said, you're not letting anything slide anymore. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys are going through a spiritual awakening or something, and it's making you realize, like, who you're true friends are, or who, or what you should be doing with your life, or should you be in this relationship, or should you do this job, or like, you know, something like that. And I really feel like the fact that you've been tapping in like deeply, because maybe some of you guys are already super spiritual, but you're like maybe recommitting to a spiritual practice, or maybe you're just going through another spiritual awakening or something like that, but it's just awakening you to certain stuff that's making you question people, situations, just, you know, stuff like that. And just seeing the truth, like seeing the truth of the matter and being like, yeah, I've let this go on too long. Like if it's something that's just not satisfying to you, you're like, yeah, I've let this go on too long and I just can't allow this to continue. But it's something like that where you're awakening to something where you're like, I can't take this anymore. Okay, but anyway, let's just move on. So here, these two cards are basically the lessons that you're going to be learning under or during this Saturn and Pisces transit. Okay, so we have purpose. I know what I am here to do. See? And this goes along with what I was literally just saying, where it's like, you know in your heart you're right about something. And purpose, it's your purpose. Yes, it's your purpose and where you're being led. You're right on the money with that. And I feel like there's maybe some people that don't support it, or maybe there's some people that yeah, I feel like for some of you guys it could be like certain people that don't support it, or it could be like, just like I said, certain relationships or something that's challenging you. Not saying like a, you know, because, okay, when I say challenging, there's constructive criticism type of relationships, or the kinds that kind of like bring you down. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about more so the ones that kind of just bring you down. There's those relationships as well. And I feel like you are getting rid of the ones that don't, that you realize don't serve you, because you know there's no longer a purpose for that relationship. And let me not say that, because maybe that sounds a little too harsh, but like maybe it's like you just know at this point you have to walk away because it's not, or keep your distance because you know it's not, you know, serving you. Or like I said, if it's a job, like, you know, like, okay, this is not my purpose. This is not my purpose. Or if it has something to do with where you live at, you're like, this is not where I'm supposed to be at. I know I'm supposed to be living somewhere else, or be like, you know, in a different country or a different city or a different state, like whatever it is. Like, you're just knowing that something is or isn't right, and you're trusting that and not really allowing anyone else to tell you different. And I don't even mean in like a, because like I said, constructive criticism is one thing, but I don't know, I feel like you're not allowing outside opinions to influence you anymore. Okay, so yeah, I definitely think you're tapping in with your spirit guides more, because that's what's influencing you, not like outside opinions. Okay, so we also have empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Okay, so I feel like with empathy here, even though it's talking about seeing both sides of the situation, I feel like, because it's not that you're not going to have empathy, because I really feel like you're probably a very empathetic person. That's what I'm getting for you guys. Like, you're very empathetic. I feel like that's something that you already are. But I feel like maybe sometimes you be a little too open. I feel like you could be a little too open. And I really do wonder if you're one of the mutable signs, because, look, I'm a mutable sign as well. I'm a Virgo. So it's like, I'm not trying to drag the mutable signs, but I really feel like mutable sign energy is very like moldable, like very moldable and stuff. And I'm not saying like you are like just moldable or whatever, but sometimes mutable signs, it's easy for you to take on the emotions of others, the beliefs of others, and or the I think I said emotions, the fears of others, the emotions of others, the beliefs of others, and then it start having you thinking like, wait, you know what I mean? Like if you're not someone that has successfully mastered like boundaries. Okay, so, and like I said, I'm a Virgo, so I'm not trying to drag the mutable signs or anything like that. I just feel like you are at a point where you're not, because I'm not going to say you're not going to be empathetic, but I feel like you're going to start having more boundaries. And even as you, like, even as this empathetic person, you will see two sides of a situation, but you're also going to be like, you're also going to know when it's like time to go. When it's time to be like, okay, I can't keep being understanding, or I can't keep allowing this person to treat me this way, or I can't keep allowing myself to be in this situation where I keep experiencing the same thing. Like, you know, like I see you like realizing that you can't be that open. And I don't even mean like you're just a closed off person. Like I just see you having more energetic boundaries and not allowing outside influences to like control you. So that's why I really wonder if some of you guys are moving or something, or it's just in general like you are releasing beliefs like ancestral beliefs, or you know, or something like that, or just even releasing certain people because you're realizing like their energy just it don't match your energy or something like that, or they keep treating you a certain way or something like that. But I see you releasing something or someone or a job or so, it could even be food. It could be habits or something that is you've let infiltrate into your mind, life, your energy or something like that. And you're just like, you're taking your energy back. You're taking your mind back. You're taking your day back. And when I say day, I mean like if you decide to move into entrepreneurship or something and you're like, okay, I'm taking my career into my own hands. You know, something like that. But I think I see you taking your power back. I hope this is making sense. Okay, so the last two cards are basically supposed to be affirmations that you can use for Saturn and Pisces. That transit. So we have, I am the loving energy of the universe. I am the loving energy of the universe. So I definitely do think like many of you guys are tapping deeper into spirituality or something, and the fact that you're tapping deeper into spirituality or tapping in with your ancestors or something like that, and I think that's exactly why you're at a point where you're just like, no, like I can't keep allowing this person to treat me like this, or I can't allow myself to keep being in this situation, or I can't keep being at this job, or I can't be, you know what I mean? Because it's like you're just, you see the truth. Okay, and then the last one is, when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. And that's funny that both of them have universe and we have earth changes. So, yeah, I definitely feel like, yeah, you're going to be speaking your truth and having faith that following your truth is leading you in the right direction. Whether it's like you follow your truth and being like having to leave a job, leave a relationship, leave a certain way of doing things behind, like whatever it is, like you are gonna have faith that you're doing the right thing, or yeah, you're gonna trust that you're doing the right thing, because that makes sense with that 7-11, what it was saying. Like you're gonna trust that you're doing the right thing, even if it's like, even if it hurts, because if it has to do with like leaving a job or leaving a relationship or leaving a career or making some changes like with expansion with your career or possibly with your business, having to close one down and open a new one, or rebrand the business, or or something like that. It's something like that, but it might be scary to be moving in this new direction, or having to kind of stand on your own, or having to completely trust your intuition, even though everyone possibly thinks you're like crazy and they're like, what, why is she doing that, or why is he doing that, but it's gonna pay off. So yeah, that was your reading pile number 3. If it resonated with you, let me get a bird emoji in the comments, because we have the eagle on the truth card, and then we have 2 owls here on this affirmation card here. So yeah, let me get a bird emoji in the comments. So yeah, if this video resonated with you, please hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new. Please make sure to do that, because sometimes I feel like YouTube doesn't tell people that my video is out. So definitely check it out, or hit that notification bell. Yes, also, if you feel called to tip me, the virtual tip jar is in the description and in my comment section. And then also my ebook, Magick Rituals. Okay, my ebook, Magick Rituals, is a candle magic ritual book. It's all about how to do candle magic in a way that you get positive results every time. Okay, so also, and then just go ahead and just check out my website. I do have a course coming up. Called Astro Magic 101, which is available on my website to, get a slot, or not a slot, but a spot in the class. And I'll be talking about how to use your birth chart to become a magnet for success, okay? So I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.